To secure for you fame, credit as well as blessings, the help that you give to men in need, should possess the following attributes, whatever its extent. It should be considered by you as trifling so that it may be granted a high status. It should be given secretly, Allah will manifest it, and it must be given immediately so that it becomes pleasant. Imam Ali's garment was very old with patches on it. When somebody drew his attention towards it, he replied, "Such dresses, when worn by men of status, make them submissive to Allah and kind-hearted towards others, and the faithful Muslims can conveniently follow the example." Vicious pleasures of this world and salvation are like two enemies or two roads running in opposite directions or towards opposite poles, one to the north and the other to the south. Whoever likes to gain the pleasures and pomps of this world will hate austerity in life, which is necessary to gain salvation. Reverse will be the attitude of a man desirous of achieving eternal bliss. One has to adopt either of the two ways of life, and as they both cannot be brought together, a man has to choose one of them. Nawf bin Fizal al-Bukhari, the famous scholar of the early Islamic days, says that one night he was with Imam Ali. In the middle of the night, Imam Ali got up from his bed, looked for some time at the stars and inquired of Nawf whether he was awake. Nawf said, "I got from my bed," replying, "Yes, Amir al-Mu'minin, commander of the faithful. I am awake." Imam Ali said, "Nawf, those are the fortunate people who adopt piety as the principle of their lives and are fully attentive to their welfare for the hereafter. They accept bare earth as the most comfortable bed and water as the most pleasant drink. They adopt the Holy Quran and prayers as their guide and protector, and like Prophet Jesus Christ, Isa, they forsake the world and its vicious pleasure." Nawf, Prophet David, Daoud, once got up at such an hour in the night and said this was the hour when prayers of everyone who prayed were accepted except of those who forcibly collected revenues, or who were scandalmongers, or were persons in the police force of a despotic regime, or were musicians. Those who give up religion to better their lot in life seldom succeed. The wrath of Allah makes them go through more calamities and losses than the gains they gather for themselves. There are many educated people who have ruined their future on account of their ignorance of religion. Their knowledge did not prove of any avail to them. More wonderful than man himself is that part of his body which is connected with his trunk with muscles. It is his brain, mind. Look what good and bad tendencies arise from it. On the one hand it holds treasures of knowledge and wisdom, and on the other it is found to harbor very ugly desires. If a man sees even a tiny gleam of success, then greed forces him to humiliate himself. If he gives way to avarice, then inordinate desires ruin him. If he is disappointed, then despondency almost kills him. If he is excited, then he loses temper and gets angry. If he is pleased, then he gives up precaution. Sudden fear makes him dull and nervous, and he is unable to think and find a way out of the situation. During the times of peace and prosperity he becomes careless and unmindful of the future. If he acquires wealth, then he becomes haughty and arrogant. If he is plunged in distress, then his agitation, impatience and nervousness disgrace him. If he is overtaken by poverty, then he finds himself in a very sad plight. Hunger makes him weak, and overfeeding harms him equally. In short, every kind of loss and gain makes his mind unbalanced.